quizás capítulo 4, si no me equivoco, puede ser, la verdad, no lo recuerdo al 100%. Lo que quería hacer, que dije en el último capítulo, era hablar con la gente de acá, a ver, rellenar los vigiles, aunque creo que ya es todo.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Vamos a ir acá a ver a mi amada. Hola, Negra. ¿Cómo anda el día?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical union. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing...
Sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain what... The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari... That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Nunca lo has hecho. Increíble.
Are you telling me you're
No,
a virgin?
Virgin does not have the same connotation in my culture as yours. But it is true that I have never done this before.
Pero no le podés preguntar eso.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards,
sí, ya
and
habíamos hablado,
I
¿no?
spend most of my time. I never really thought about. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Perfecto. Bueno, vamos actualizando. Al final quedamos en algo, así que es importante. Algo vamos a hacer. No, para. Igual necesita muchas vueltas. Prefiero hasta ahí. Pero bueno, creo que no se puede. No sé ni idea. Este no me tiene que caer mal. Me cae muy mal.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with John, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
And what do they think?
No creo que me trabas.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a
Yeah,
while.
they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be...
Dead on. Turians, actually. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break through. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Canadics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Sounds like a classic drill instructor to me. The ones at the mock.
Vernus didn't just push us because it was effective training. He liked it. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked in. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Ok.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Bueno, bien, bien, bien. No fue la conversación más personal. Así que mejor. Ok, acá no me acuerdo. Esta es divinación. Tiene pinta. A ver. Sí, no tengo nada ahí. ¿Por qué no puedo dejar nada? Si yo guardar algo, una cosita. Algo chiquitito. No, para, basta, qué vergüenza. Dios mío. Me va a decir
Looking
algo.
for supplies?
No,
Not right now,
No
thanks.
problem.
no,
Keep
no,
checking
no.
back.
A ver,
Commander,
llevando.
good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
A ver.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
¿Vos decís?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the cyclones. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. At the station, in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Cada uno gaste su plata como quiera. Sí.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs... Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my
Vos
order.
tranquilo, ahora nos encargamos.
They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that.
Sí.
All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Easy.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
No,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Sí, vamos.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Perfecto. Bueno, perfecto, entonces. A ver estos. Hola, Ashley. ¿Cómo van?
Commander?
Sí.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Ahí va.
Let's pretend this never happened.
The damage is done, Williams.
Oh, shoot me now.
Ahí va, bien.
One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest.
Ok.
What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
A ver, yo no quería enviar nada.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Bueno, bien.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike.
Pero no estaba en high school.
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Chicos, no se controla.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
You ask me, boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
They have their uses, ma'am. Not all of them keep their brains in their pants. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Okay.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Is the rest of your life story this dull?
Not everyone goes through the crap you had to, Commander.
No.
Some of us just live ordinary lives. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
No.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Ok, bueno, perfecto.
Dismissed, Chief.
Jefa.
Ma'am.
¿Qué tira, jefa? Ok. Bueno, estamos un rato largo al final hablando.
What do you want, Shepard?
A ver este.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, There are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was,
Ahí va.
until that day.
Sangre o no de sangre.
We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Creo que esto ya lo había preguntado.
So long, Rex.
Bueno, nos queda la última. Nos queda hablar con Tali. Que no sé si me va a decir algo, creo que por si acaso. ¿Tiene algo? Ah, está. Ok. Tiene algo el ingeniero Adams.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
No, no sé.
Carry on, Adams.
Ok.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything.
If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
No, de nada. Ok, bueno, qué sé yo. Cosas de la comando Shepard, I guess. Bueno, ahora sí, nos vamos. Perfecto. Pipín. Bueno, vamos a ver qué hay en el RTS. Pero acá no había dicho que tenía un compañero íntimo. No. Ok, chasca. Al chascarrío. Con esta, siempre con esta, y quiero con sea con un Rex. No me queda mucha opción. Creo que es lo mejor. Lo que más sentido tiene.
I'll follow.
Ah, no. Ahí está. Depósito de qué no leí, pero... paladio. Acá hay palas. No, las palas. Me da miedo. Tengo una pala. Nunca aprendí.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Creo que Tari dijo que tiene un bad feeling. Yo voy a confiar en ella, pero tenemos que mandarnos, no queda otra. No hay opción. Ahí va. Hace bastante de cascarones. Ahí. Acá.
Let's get moving.
Los semi-matan y al minuto les quedan. Qué grande. ¿Por qué? ¿Abrís Tali? Parece que no. Not these days. No in these days. Ok. Ah, uy Dios, qué molesto que es eso. Muy molesto. Bien, ay Dios. Es muy duro esto. Ok, ahora puedo. Qué lindo poder hacer todo gracias a Tai. Y quedarse con toda otra vez. rápido. A ver, un poco contra acá. Qué raro, ¿no? Tengo que llevar algo antes, pero no sé. Bueno, me guardo el lugar, por si acaso. Y vuelvo. No tiempo voy 36 minutos, tengo para 20 minutos más, así que 10 minutos. Ok, vamos. Nos retiramos.
The entire colony must have been transformed.
Heading to position.
¿Qué es esto? Consola de entrada. Entrada al edificio. Ok, esto es distinto. Esto no es como el resto. Ok, vamos con mucho cuidado, que acá sí que no tengo ni idea. El mapa no lo conozco. ¿Qué es esto? Son las antenas, ¿no? Claro. Ok. Ok, yo voy con pánico, con terror. Con una escopetita. Ok, me vio, ¿no? Este movimiento, eso era que me vio, creo. No sé cómo hacen para verme, no lo sé. Pero bueno, ustedes te ven. Ahí está. Ahí está el registro. Porque si le rasco, o sea, no tiene sentido esto, porque si le rasco por un nada, por un... ¿Esto está ahí? Me quedo afuera. Ahí va, ok, no, vení para acá. Ahí, ahí Dios, no me puedo curar. Gracias, está ahí. Venimos. ¿Eso para abajo? Ah, no, era simplemente que se veía. No es que hubiera que ir para abajo. Ay Dios, no quiero que te pegues a ninguna pared. Si no hay enemigos, no te pegues a ninguna pared. El juego debería ser capaz de darse cuenta de esas cosas. Pero bueno, creo que estoy pidiendo mucho. No hay nada por acá. Qué curioso. Pensé que al menos uno habría. Ah, ahí está, un botiquín. Bueno, no me voy a quejar. Nunca viene mal visto. No, pero eso tenía que ser cosas máximas. No importa todo. Not that important. Yay! Keep moving. There are no enemies here. Or at least things. Cuanto menos curioso este lugar. Pero bueno. Ok. Uy, acá puedo cambiar muchas cosas. Gracias, Tali, gracias por tanto, pero mi acumuladora está muy feliz, está gritando de placer. Eso fue completamente falso. Un equipo de pioneros coloniales suele estar compuesto por unas pocas docenas de especialistas. Es obvio que ninguno ha sobrevivido. El grupo Cerberus tendrá mucho a lo que responder por lo ocurrido aquí. Okay. Objeto estropeado. Todo. Me quedo con todo y más también, si es posible. ¿Tengo algo más que ver acá o nada? No, simplemente. Lo abro y lo cierro. Ok. No hay nadie atrás de gato. Esto queda así. Pero bueno, nada. Nos vamos. Go. No. Es simétrico. ¿Los he conservados acá? ¿Se dieron afuera? Y ahora van a aparecer al lado mío porque se teletransportan. Qué grande. Mis compañeros de teletransportación. Tendría que tratarlos con un poco más de cuidado, pobrecitos. Son víctimas ellos. Hay que cambiar el arma. No disparen, por favor. No hay nada. Bien. Uy, bueno. ¿Están muertos? Cosa que sería completamente capaz de hacer, así que tengo que ir con mucho cuidado porque me mea y se va todo a la M, así que ok, buenísimo. Nada por aquí, nada por allí, perfecto, tengo que hacer todo. Me queda con absolutamente todo, acá no se puede entrar, ok. Me da mucho mucha gracia el tema de la plata, lo mal armado que está, porque matar acá a alguien random te dan 7.000 euros, mientras que supuestamente un sueldo de una persona es 500. Es como, ok, hay funciones secundarias en las cuales te dan 500. Es como XD. Dejemos que ni loco. Bueno, voy a tener que ir a vender otra vez. Pero bueno, Dios. Acá tampoco hay nada, ¿no? Acá el primer auxilio. Algo es algo, ¿no? Algo es algo. I'm not going to complain about it. Nos vamos. Control de cuenta. Voy algo. Tranqui. Ahora volvemos a la nave y ponemos a vender las cosas. Así que tranqui. Ok, ¿viene algo? Sonda estrellada, a ver qué hay en la sonda estrellada. Bueno. Ok, biogénica, perfecto. Bueno, bien, dale, gracias. Y ahora sí, acá. No hay información acá. El técnico. Ok, me quedo con todo. Y a ver la pirámide esta. ¿Qué es? ¿No?
I'm right here.
¿A nadie le parece curioso esto? ¿Era acá donde tenía que venir? Proteano. En la caja hay varios pequeños artefactos proteanos entre los que se encuentra un disco de datos proteano. Parece estar en excelentes condiciones. ¿Y nada más? ¿Esto más? No hay información sobre por qué hay una pirámide acá en el medio de la nada. Me parece que no. Bueno, nada, parece que no. Vamos. Ok. Vamos a leer algunos sistemas que hay en este caso, en este video post-op. Se va como de gobierno. Diría. Pataito. A ver. Pataito es un gigante gaseoso de hidrógeno y helio bastante pequeño, solo pero contiene grandes cantidades de cloro. A ver, la expresión de Pataito es una gravedad, una extraña nave no tripulada en órbita, a veces entrada de tal y a punto de terminar que es una estructura sería, pero muy arcaica. Ha descubierto varios artefactos de gran dificultad en su interior, entre ellos estaba uno de los objetos de la patriarca y nada.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.